Awesome. So tonight is 14, chapter 14, and it was about different resources for your business. So Oily Tools, Taxbot, and a few other suggestions that she had. And so there wasn't a ton of work in the actual workbook, and kind of repeated a lot of what was in the book. So we'll just kind of go through that as well. But let's see. She said in the actual book, if you're tenacious and don't give up, you will get there, and it won't take as long as you think. Rinse and repeat. If you rinse and repeat 4 to 6 times a month, most of my leaders reach silver within 6 months. So just reaffirming over and over, if we just do exactly what the game plan tells us to do, it will happen. You just have to do it, obviously. So, all right, the first resource that she talked about was Oily Tools. Sherry, do you have Oily Tools?
I downloaded the app the other day because you guys have talked about it, and then I didn't realize you have to pay to use it. So I haven't done that yet, but I do have it downloaded.
Okay, we can gift you 1 free month. So you can give anybody 1 free month as long as you give us your email address, and we can put that in for you, so you can try it for a month and see if you like it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's really good.
Yeah. It gives you.
It looks like it will be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, besides just the paycheck, but at the end of the month, when I am going through everybody's numbers, like, because y'all might have seen it on my tracker, but I keep track of all of my level 1s OGV and their rank, just to see how each leg is kind of growing. And I use Oily Tools for that because it's way easier than going through Virtual Office and doing it.
Oh, yeah. I don't even go to Virtual Office and check that out anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'll go to Virtual Office because if I want to see like a more updated version, because sometimes Oily Tools doesn't update for, a couple of hours or something like that. I think it's supposed to update every hour, but sometimes there's so I'll go to Virtual Office just to, check out what my OGV is, like an updated current OGV. But other than that, I use Oily Tools for everything.
Yeah.
The thing that I really like about it too is that, if you have friends that you're trying to keep posted who are waiting on certain products to come back in stock, or you yourself are, waiting on certain products, it gives you the alerts on your phone. Your phone will do a little ding, and it shows you like, peppermint back in stock, and so that's how we get those alerts, and that's how I post them in the group.
That's how you guys know about them.
Yeah, because they give us little notifications, and that's really helpful to know that. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it also will give you alerts, like when you have somebody in your downline that hits a new rank, or signs up somebody, or sold their first kit or whatever, something new, then you get all of those alerts as well. So it's really nice to be able to get that and say, yes, Sherry, congratulations, you just sold your first kit. I'm so excited. And
it keeps you notified of all that stuff.
Yeah,
and then and gives you like addresses and phone numbers for all of your people, so you can easily contact them.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. And then it's got different reports. She talked about the Money Misser report. So that's if somebody...
I haven't used that one yet.
Yeah, it's good because that way if somebody hasn't spent their 100 PV and they could earn a paycheck, then it'll show their name up there, so you can call them and just remind, or however you want to contact them and let them know, hey, just letting you know that if you don't get your PV up to 100, then you're...
Oh my goodness! Did the one girl place her order that had like the $271 check, like coming? The new girl? I don't remember her name. I messaged Kirsten about that. I hope she did. All she had to spend was $50.
I think that she did because Kirsten sent me a message saying that girl signed up for Essential Rewards. Now, I don't know if she did 100, but she didn't have to do 100 because
no, she only had to do 50 because she's on Fast Start.
Right.
I was like, I said, if she doesn't spend her $50, I was like, tell her I'm going to cry. Because it was like $270 check that was coming her way, but she wasn't going to get it if she didn't spend her $50.
Because the person that she signed up spent a lot of money that month, and she's still spending a lot of money. She's going to rock it. I know that she's going to end up being a business builder. She is loving it and just ordering everything. So,
and can you imagine 25% of that? That's the beauty of Fast Start.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so that's the Money Misser report, and that's what it's for, just so that you can, look and see what exactly you're missing or who might be missing a paycheck, so you can reach out to them. And they have lots of other reports too, but I don't really know. I don't use too many of the other ones. And then the second resource was Taxbot, which I use, and I love it. I love it. It's, I'm sure it won't let you see it on my phone, but it lets me automatically track my mileage. So you just turn on automatic, and then every time you drive, it tracks your mileage. So you can save as personal or save as business, and that way you never have to worry about your mileage, because I did not do that last year. And we missed out on a ton of savings with mileage for me. Just because I knew that it had the mileage feature, but I didn't know it had the auto feature. So that made a big difference. I think I'm already at like $3,700 in tax.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I've driven to Florida.
Done 2 trips.
Oh, that's right. You did go to Florida. Okay,
Two trips to Florida. Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot of trips into Louisville and back. So.
Yeah.
No, but like when I drive to John David's chiropractor appointments, if I'm talking to his chiropractor about Young Living, specifically, or I'm delivering a book or something, then I can count that as a business trip. So
cool.
It was business related. Of course, it was a little personal too, but that's kind of how that's the nature of our industry.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Network marketing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is, if you want to do Taxbot, it's $5 a month. It's so easy, and it lets you track all of your expenses. You just take a picture of your receipt, it saves it, and then when it's tax time, you just print the report, and all of your receipts are printed out in this nice little packet. It's really great. So yeah, good stuff. But I will say, there's a good book called What Can I Deduct? And this book specifically talks about what you can deduct with your Young Living business. So, you know exactly. It's by D.D. Stone. But good record keeping tips, and just will help you when you're trying to navigate because really last year was our first year doing that. And so I just, put all of my receipts in there, and it was every essential reward order, every this or that.
Okay.
I put it all in there. And then when we read the book, it was like, oh yeah, you can't put this in there and you can't put that in there. And it has to be, if it's a product sample that you're giving it away, or if it's something that you're using in class. So I had to go back for this year and recategorize how I was doing things, just to make sure that, for the 2017 tax period, it was a little bit more organized. And then I could also go through and let's say I went to Food Lion, and on that receipt I had grapes and strawberries that I was going to showcase the fruit and veggie soak in one of my classes. Then I just need to highlight those things and add it up and then take the picture, so that it's not showing that my whole grocery list was being used for young.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's really good. You can link your bank account to it if you want, so that way every time, if you have a separate account for your Young Living business, then every
Which
time
I recommend.
Yeah.
Because I went a long time with not having my own account, and we just set up my own account maybe like 7 months ago, and it's been really nice just being able to like have my check direct deposited into that account and just keeping it separate. And then that way, if I need, like tonight, I'm getting ready to order those premium starter kit guides from Oil Revolution Designs for my class. I can just use that account to have the money come out of.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's just a really good way to keep things separate, and
plus, then it's all in one place.
See how you're doing.
And it's a lot more organized when it's tax time, because you know that is separate. So there's no mixing personal and business. So but like I was saying, you can link that account so that every time you use your debit card or money comes out of that account, whether it's through Essential Rewards or whatever, it will give you uncategorized expenses. And you just go in there and it'll let you categorize it and then take a picture of the receipt. And then once it's done, it's filed away. So it's really nice. I love Taxbot.
I don't use it yet. I don't use Taxbot yet.
Yeah. It's great. It's really, really good. So, and she kind of just goes through, the list on some things that you can keep track of with that and how much you can deduct and whatever. So the iBloom planner was her next resource. I told you guys I'm not a paper person. I like my phone. I like my Google Calendar because it's always there. And it just makes life easier for our family, because every time I put something in my Google Calendar, it syncs to Jonathan's and vice versa. So
that's nice. Yeah.
If he works overtime, he can just put, overtime, or I'm working a drill or whatever. And then I can see it automatically, right? Real time. Okay, great. And it actually, since I printed out this calendar so that I could do, my classes and plan that stuff out, I was just looking, and one of the girls asked if I could help at church, and I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have anything that date. And then I looked to go put it in my online calendar, and I did. Jonathan had put something in there, and I was like, sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel. So I'm not a paper person because I just can't keep up with it. But if whatever system works for you,
whatever works for you,
you've got to just be consistent. Because I think the problem with me is I love the idea of a calendar, a planner, but I never keep it with me. And then I've got, a list here, a list on the wall.
There's Sherry's. Sherry's got her paper one.
Here's mine.
I got my paper one too.
See, so that's awesome.
We're paper girls. Go paper girls.
Yeah, and it's funny because
although mine is blank because I bought it because it's cute. See how it says 2017?
It is cute.
It's cute. And it's simple. It doesn't have a lot of tabs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I have one thing written in it so far.
I have lots of tabs.
Yeah. Well, I spent a lot of money on some leather-bound, cute planner, and it's sitting under my desk right now. Not these.
Do you actually write in yours, Sherry?
I do. Yeah.
Good. I want to write in mine. I have two or three things in mind. I booked another one-on-one.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm really excited.
That's awesome. I ran into one of my
my Nitro post. The Nitro post.
Ooh.
Did y'all see that post?
I did. Yeah. I ran into one of my students today who's been really having a rough time. He's not really a student anymore. He's in college, but quite a few deaths in his family. His brother, his mom, his grandma, like all within 3 months.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And so it's been really, really hard on him. And we were talking I had sent him a message maybe 2 nights ago about coming on Sunday to my Gameplan teacher training at Roma's. And so when I saw him today, I guess the night that I sent it to him was the night his grandma passed away. So he wasn't really in the right mind to respond. But he is kind of interested. So keep praying for that, because I'm going to buy him a starter kit. I just feel like their family needs oils. With all they've gone through.
Hey, Lindsay, they need some Trauma Life.
I know.
Really. And that's in stock right now.
It is. I know. I need to just.
Yeah, that would be awesome if you could get them a kit with a diffuser.
Yeah, I'm planning on. I mean, I have those 12 kits sitting here.
Yeah.
But I want to set him up an account.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking what I might do is just give him one of my kits and just sign him up with a $40 membership.
Yeah.
And that way.
That's a really nice gift.
Mm-hmm.
They have been through so much. I can't believe their grandma passed away.
Yeah, I just found that out. I just don't even have words for him right now. So anyway, that's a side note, but it's a prayer because I believe that he would be phenomenal at this.
Really?
I would love nothing more than to see their family blessed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It would almost be like you could start them as like a missionary. Like, have you heard of people doing that where they pick someone that they really want to bless and they help them get their kit, they help them get into the oils and stuff like that, and then right away start building under them so that they can go ahead and start earning enough to pay for all those oils so they can keep getting them. Yeah. But then it eventually, turns into, a foundation for a business, and it's like you're supporting like a mission. It's like mission work. Like you're helping to support them.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn as to where to put him.
Yeah.
Because I really would love to put him, I'm thinking I'm going to move John David under Gavin. And I think I might put him as another level 1 for Gavin so that I can start having 2 legs for him.
Yeah. Yeah, because you need to start building under your boys.
Yeah, but I got to get to silver. I've got to get to these ranks. And so I'm kind of like,
But with you doing all of these classes, I think you could still get there quickly.
Yeah.
If you started building under them. But, I mean, it's totally your call.
I just don't know. I just don't know at this point. So.
Yeah. And two, they're still so young. You still have time.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I've got tons of time to do that. But it's just trying to figure out where do I put them. Let me message Jonathan real quick. He's messaging me wanting to talk, but I can't talk right now. So, so I'm thinking I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to put Gavin, John David, and then put him under John David and just make it all in one leg so that he's supporting both of them. Because, I mean, he could generate some serious volume. I just know he's going to be awesome. So just pray for that.
Yeah.
And, okay, back to the book. So resource number 4, she was talking about the Oil Ability Team website. That, I'm telling you, that is a resource for sure. Because once her DVDs get out there, whoa, like that's going to be really good. And then she does have all those graphics, and they have a Facebook page, which has some other photos and stuff that you can use. So that's nice. And then her brain food, Eric Worre's Go Pro, Rise DVD, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So those were her recommendations. But one of the things that the workbook was asking, which is actually one of the few writing things we actually had in this chapter, was which books do you want to be reading after we finish the game plan? And I have 2. So one is How to Be a Stunning Success with Network Marketing by Terry Seacrest. She's been in Young Living for 20 years. I mean, the company.
Yeah, she's Royal Crown Diamond.
Yeah, so she's been around since pretty much the beginning. Yeah. And then this is her new book, How Big Is Your Wave? And she was a speaker at the Infuse conference, so I got both of her books, And it was actually a buy one, get one free. So I'm thinking about, I got both of the books and then I got two, a copy of each for free. So I'm thinking about doing those as a giveaway or, of some sort for maybe our team as an incentive. So I think that'd be a fun thing to do. But so those are my next two books that I'll be reading. What about you guys? Any books?
I need to get some.
Yeah, I didn't know of any, but I just wrote down the one that you held up, the what can I deduct one. And then I wrote down that lady's name that you just held up. So I'll investigate those. But yeah.
I need to get some more, or I need to get some books. Some more good motivational books.
Yeah, no, they're really good stuff.
I have one by John Lindsay, who's the guy that wrote the Bible that Monique sent us.
Oh, John Maxwell.
Yeah, John Maxwell. I have one of his books, and I've got to dig it out and find it because I ordered it like a year ago. And Lee Ellen, the girl who is right above me, she's my enroller and sponsor because I randomly signed up with Young Living 3 years ago because I didn't know anybody that did oils. So I was randomly placed on Lee Ellen. So she was doing this book study on this John Maxwell book, and I can't even remember the name, but I'm sure it's a very good book. So I ordered the book, and then started having some health problems, and kind of had to back away from the leadership part of Young Living. So I have this book, and I never read it, but I need to dig that out. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's about leadership.
Oh yeah, because
all of his stuff's about leadership. So.
And Monique recommends his stuff all the time, so I know that his books are really good. So yeah, I don't really know where I'm going next, which one I'll do first, but probably How Big Is Your Wave? Because that just looks really good when I scan through it. But
I want to say today I saw some sort of post that Elena Bookout is coming out with a book.
Well, she hasn't started writing it.
Oh, okay.
She said that that's
something to get when it comes out. Huh?
Yeah, she's been wanting to write a book for a long time, and she keeps telling her team to go for their dreams, and so she feels like it's something that she has to actually do. So that post was asking what people want her to write a book about.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway.
Did y'all see the new resource that Natalie's been working on, the website?
Mm-hmm.
She has a website now for us to use. Did you see that, Sherry?
Mm.
Are you part of Better Together, Natalie, who's our leader?
No.
Okay. We'll get you hooked up with that so you can see it. Yeah, it's
okay.
Really good. And it's just another great place where you can send people or you can go to find out more resources. But Natalie is our platinum leader.
Oh, okay.
So it's like me. So it's, you, Lindsay, me, Lee Ellen, and then Natalie is right there. And it's a very... Monique. Yeah, it's just right above there. So we're very close to Monique as far as downline goes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's pretty awesome. So,
and Natalie's Monique's best friend, so I feel like we've been blessed because of that, because Monique really wants to help Natalie succeed, and so we've been able to be a part of a lot of things because of that. So
cool.
Yes, it has been a big blessing. So yeah, it's a really, really nicely designed website. It looks really professional and has a lot of resources.
So then the last part,
we'll get you hooked up with that.
Awesome.
The last part of our assignment was coming up with a Young Living budget. And, my budget was pretty simple because I've been traveling a lot with Young Living. I decided that I was going to get a credit card to gain air miles, so I don't have to, drive everywhere. So mine is pretty much everything comes off that credit card, and then I take 10% of my paycheck, and then I pay the credit card. So mine's a 90-10 kind of deal. Yeah. It's not a very exciting budget, but pay my tithe and then pay the credit card.
Yeah. I kind of used her example to kind of go by. But I had like 10% tithe, 20% taxes, 5% essential rewards, 15% gas and food, which probably would be less for me because it's just me. 10% young living expenses, 30% debt because I'd love to get my house paid off, and 10% to savings. So.
Yeah. Good.
Right now, we are currently like my essential rewards orders are coming out of our monthly budget, not my young living. So we're kind of using my young living as a savings account, but I still use money out of that. Instead of writing a tithe check every month, what I'm doing is I'm adopting kids in Ethiopia. Well, not adopting. I'm sponsoring kids in Ethiopia through this program through our church called Hawassa Hope. So it's $30 a month, and I'm getting ready to sponsor my second child, or our second child. So that's kind of my way of giving. That's my giving right now. And my dream is to just have a whole slew of kids that we're sponsoring in this program. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, they go from like literally nothing and starving to like you spend $30 a month and they are like fed and clothed and, I mean, getting Bibles, and they get to go to school and they have school supplies. So it's amazing. It's an amazing program. I love it, and I really want to support it. So, but then I also, like, whatever I do, like Lindsay and I, did the bridal event, that money to pay for that booth came out of my, my Young Living budget. I'm getting ready to order some, pamphlets tonight. That'll come out of that. So whatever is, other than our Essential Rewards order, because that's like for our family, whatever else is like Young Living, that comes out of there. And then I bought some LuLaRoe stuff, and that came out of there too. But I said that was for like doing events.
You have to look nice.
That's what I needed, some clothes to wear to the events.
That's okay.
I'm feeling kind of guilty about that now, but anyway. Matt was like, I should have a savings account that I can just buy stuff. I was like, yeah, that probably wasn't very good. But anyways, I'm trying to be really responsible with my money.
Yeah.
Because I know that if you're responsible and good with your money, like God will bless you with more. So.
Yeah. So looking back on the workbook, there were a few things that I highlighted under the Taxbot section that I just wanted to point out. You guys probably have seen it too. Live on less than you make. Very important. A typical family business in the United States doesn't see a profit until year 7. That's crazy. I mean, when you think about it, and you're earning a profit right away with Young Living, that's huge because there's so little startup cost. So,
say that one more time, Lindsay. I don't know if I caught what you just said.
It says in the second paragraph from the bottom, the first sentence, a family business typically in the United States doesn't see a profit until year 7. And so if you buy a starter kit for $160, if you are making 161, then you've made a profit, very quickly after you first bought your kit. And so when you look at the startup cost for a traditional business versus our business, it's very, very affordable. And the payout is, huge for that. So,
well, the thing that I also like is how like business gets married with like your family's health. So like even if like, from our experience, I got my kit and within a month, it saved us 2 trips to the doctor. So I looked at that as I just got my money back. Yeah. Basically, because without this kit, we wouldn't have gone to the doctor. We would have gone to the doctor. We would have paid for the prescriptions and that. So that's kind of cool how it's like a marriage of business and health for your own family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the other thing that I highlighted was the first sentence of the last paragraph, because I think this is really important for us to remember. When I first started, all the cash from my business went right back into my business. And that has been my story for the last year and 3 months. I put everything back into my business, whether it's through advertising, whether it's samples, designing stuff, printing. I mean, I really am trying to make it as marketable as possible. Buying books, which I do sell, but it's still reinvesting that. And when I make the money back from the book sale, I don't pocket the money. I just order more books so that I always have those resources. Right. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of the mentality you have to spend money to make money.
Well, I remember hearing back I can't remember who told me this, but somebody said that you really don't make any money until you hit silver.
Yeah.
Because up until that point, you're just reinvesting that money back into your business because you've got to lay that foundation, and the foundation costs money.
Yeah. And I think that's a very good point, but I wanted to point it out because I know it says on the next page, if you put it back into the business, it will grow your business. And so when they're asking for us to budget our Young Living paycheck, I think it's kind of silly to say, I made $100 and I'm going to do, 10% here and 20% here. And that's not realistic. Once we get to silver and above, yeah, then you're totally going to be, that's where you can start investing it and paying down debt and, really making some headway because, I mean, I guess I technically could spend $2,000 or $3,000 on Young Living a month, but I don't need to. I think that'd be a stretch. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. And then one other thing when she was talking about books that I highlighted was don't get caught up in learning and education so much that you're not out there teaching classes. When your classes suffer, it's time to cut back. And so just one more way that she is just hitting on classes after classes after classes after classes. So anything that we're doing that's not pointing us towards classes, it's really not helpful. And so I sit there and I preach that, and I spent an entire day on our Joyfully Infused website doing something that's a non-income producing activity. But I don't know.
That will be it. I think that was income producing activity because
we'll use the forms that are on there and the script and everything, all the resources you put on there will be
helping to build. I mean, it's giving them the resources to build.
It is. I guess it's not an immediate income.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like our website, when I logged on today, we had 26 views in the last week. And I guarantee you they were probably 25 of them were probably mine.
A couple of mine.
Go into the website to check it out and say, oh, yeah, this looks right, or oh, I need to move that here. And so I feel like I've poured in a lot of time into the website, and I don't know that it's really being used. So I would love our team to use it.
Well, we need to figure out a better way to market it. Because Sarah talks about marketing in here. So let's, we need to, kind of come together and think about some ways to like truly market it.
Yeah, because somehow people that are not on our team are finding it. Because I showed you that text message, that random message I got.
Yeah.
I got a message from somebody, I don't know who it is, but she found me through the YouTube channel and watched our little clip, those cartoon animated clips.
Yeah.
And
videos.
Yeah, she went to Joyfully Infused and she was like, where did you buy this website? This is exactly what I'm looking for. And I was like, I didn't, I made it. But I mean, it was really affirming that somebody liked it, but I don't know.
My friend Jamie loves it. Have I told you that? My friend Jamie loves it.
Good. I mean,
she uses it a lot. She's probably the 26th person.
Yay,
no, she is, because she told me that she watched that Thieves online class that we did like a year ago. She said, I learned so much from that class. I was like, you did? I was like, wow. And she was like, she said, I have all those products, but it was just really interesting to see how Lindsay uses them and how you use them. She's like, it gave me a lot of ideas. And I was like, well, that's awesome. So she's been checking it out.
Well, that's good. And I hope that's kind of where things go with our team, especially now that we have the worksheets and the follow-up, and we're hopefully, if we follow that, I keep pointing people to Joyfully Infused over and over because I want them to really use that, and I want our team to embrace it. And if we have people that I guess if we have people
it should be home-based for our team. Like we just need to make it home-based for our team, and that's where all the resources are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Natalie's website is great too, but I think, we'll focus on, why don't we make some cute little business cards just for Joyfully Infused that have like some highlights, of like what you get there, but they're really cute and bright colors and stuff like that. And we just send it with all of our mail that we mail to people.
Yeah. And I was thinking, it just came to me when I was thinking about the page, the Order Your Starter Kit, where we feature everybody's picture.
Yeah.
And we were saying, what do we do as we start to grow and more people, like anybody that's a business builder can be featured on that page as we have it now. But what I'm thinking is over time, we could organize it so that it's kind of like ranked out. So we've got our silver leaders in this box, and then we have our senior star and executive, and just kind of.
I think it's about to cut us off, but I like that idea. Yes, to have it, by levels.